Hey there, fellow gardeners. If you've been treating your pepper plants like one-season wonders, you're about to discover one of gardening's best-kept secrets. Those beautiful pepper plants you've been composting at season's end? They could have been your garden's most productive performers for years to come. Here's something that might surprise you. Pepper plants aren't actually annuals. They're perennials that have been masquerading as single-season plants in most of our gardens. In their native tropical and subtropical climates, pepper plants can live and produce for several years, sometimes even decades. The only reason they don't survive in most temperate gardens is the killing frost that arrives each winter. This revelation changes everything about how we approach pepper cultivation. Instead of starting from scratch each spring with tiny seedlings, you can nurture established plants with robust root systems that are primed to explode with growth and fruit production. So think of it as giving your garden a significant head start while, really maximizing your investment in each plant. When you successfully overwinter a pepper plant, you're actually working with a mature root system that has already established itself and learned to thrive in your specific growing conditions. These established roots can absorb nutrients and water far more efficiently than tender new seedlings that are still struggling to establish themselves. Overwintered pepper plants typically begin producing fruit weeks earlier than new plants, and that means you get a longer harvest season. The yields are often substantially larger because the plant doesn't need to spend energy developing its root system from scratch. Instead, all that energy goes directly into leaf development, flowering, and fruit production. Many gardeners report that their second-year plants produce nearly double the peppers of first-year plants. The fruit quality often improves as well. Mature plants tend to produce larger, more flavorful peppers with better consistency. This happens because the established root system can provide more stable nutrition to developing fruits, resulting in better flavor development and more uniform sizing. The key to successful overwintering begins about a month before your area's first expected frost. Start by cutting your pepper plants back by approximately half their height. This might feel drastic, but it's essential for helping the plant conserve energy during its dormant period. Remove any remaining peppers and flowers as these will drain energy the plant needs for survival. If your peppers are growing in the ground, carefully dig them up, preserving as much of the root system as possible. Choose a pot that's appropriately sized for the root ball and make sure it provides adequate drainage. If your peppers are already in containers, you can simply move them, though you might want to consider repotting if they've outgrown their current homes. The transition indoors should be gradual to prevent shock. Begin by moving plants to a protected area like a covered porch or garage for a few days, then bring them to their winter location. So you'll want to choose the sunniest spot available in your home, ideally a south-facing window or, a well-lit basement with grow lights. During the dormant period, your pepper plants need just enough care to survive without encouraging active growth. Water sparingly, allowing the soil to dry out slightly between waterings. So, overwatering during dormancy is honestly one of the most common mistakes that leads to root rot and, plant death. Temperature control is really crucial for successful overwintering. Pepper plants actually prefer temperatures between 55 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit during their dormant period. You should avoid placing them near heating vents or, in areas with temperature fluctuations. If your indoor space is particularly cold, you might want to consider using a heating pad that's designed for plants to provide gentle bottom heat. Monitor your plants regularly for any signs of pests, since these can be more problematic in indoor environments. Aphids, spider mites, and whiteflies are common culprits you should watch out for. Address any pest issues immediately with insecticidal soap or neem oil so you can prevent infestations from spreading. As winter transitions to spring and daylight hours increase, your pepper plants will begin showing signs of new growth. This is your cue to gradually increase care and prepare them for their return to active growing. Begin increasing watering frequency as new growth appears, but maintain good drainage to prevent root problems. About 6 to 8 weeks before your area's last frost date, start the gradual process of moving your plants back outdoors. This hardening off period is critical for preventing transplant shock. So, to start, place your plants outside for just an hour or two in a protected shaded spot. Then, gradually increase both the time and sun exposure over the course of about 2 weeks. Next, prepare your garden beds or containers with rich, well-draining soil that's amended with compost. This improved soil structure, honestly, will support the vigorous growth you can expect from your established plants. When soil temperatures consistently reach 60 degrees Fahrenheit and all danger of frost has passed, go ahead and transplant your peppers to their permanent growing locations. With proper care, pepper plants can continue producing for several years and, many gardeners have actually managed to successfully overwinter their plants for 3 to 5 seasons or even more. Each subsequent year often brings improved yields as the root system just keeps maturing and expanding. It's a great idea to consider keeping detailed records of your overwintering success, making notes about which varieties perform best and what techniques seem to work most effectively in your specific conditions. Some pepper varieties, especially hot peppers and ornamental types, tend to overwinter more successfully than others, so it's worth keeping that in mind as you plan your garden. The investment in time and effort really pays dividends, not just in increased yields, but in the genuine satisfaction of nurturing plants through multiple growing cycles. You'll develop a deeper understanding of your plant's needs and cycles, making you a more skilled and intuitive gardener along the way. So, are you ready to revolutionize your pepper growing game? Don't forget to subscribe to Smart Garden for more game-changing gardening tips that will, honestly, transform your growing success. And hey, share this guide with fellow gardeners who are eager to maximize their pepper harvests and turn their single-season plants into multi-year producers. Your garden and your pepper yields will definitely thank you.